start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to...
Snags it, and there's running room. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works his way to the 38 after gaining 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Right back to the well.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Now they're going to throw it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out wide right, it's Boyd. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Out wide left, it's Bailey. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Makes the catch, and he's free. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa State. Getting set for the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, an excellent field position for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick give. It's Boston. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, and I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Marshall will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
In 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Trying to escape and get it himself. Fights off a defender. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man on the right.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
And the Cyclones, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Timeout call by Iowa State. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Cyclones take a timeout, and they will have no more. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 17 team, the Kentucky Wildcats. And it's the Razorbacks with a statement victory here in a surprising result. Going into this game, they did not look like the better team. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they missed an opportunity for a nice play on first down. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Well, that's not on the quarterback. I know it's not easy completing some of these out routes, especially at the college level, but that's a play the receiver's got to make.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Boston. Just smothered on the play.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
That's reeled in. It's Boston. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
The give, it's Boston. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big game. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Marshall moved the chains through the air. Now they have it on 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rush is on, and he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Man, they can barely see the 1st down marker from there, but they'll go for it on 4th. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He'll try to do it himself. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, fourth down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking for a huge play. He's got it down the field. And he's brought down after a huge completion. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. On the ground with the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the 1st down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Now a timeout was called. Play clock was all the way down to 2. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Tight game, final period, and this crowd plans to finish strong. The fake wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something there. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
And he keeps it himself. A good decision there, and it gives this offense a 1st down. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
2nd and long here. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
There he goes. Touchdown, Hurd! Excellent pass by the back on the option. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that is how you finish with a 54-yard touchdown run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Wants to go up top on second down. Working the middle, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Cyclones want to pick up the tempo.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way.
Oh, it's a fumble. Oh, and just like they drew it up, put it on the ground, fall on top of it, still get the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Needs it here on fourth down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going. He wants to throw it again. Moving out to the right. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the thing, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Long way to go on second down. Selling the fake. They're all over it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Caught. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones. Looking for the two-point try. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Stepping to the right. And he snatches it and comes down in the end zone for the two.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that two-point conversion.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. From the gun. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets them up at the 26 for the first down. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use the timeout trying to get the football back. Wants to throw one first. Quick completion on the out route. Could be an alley. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. Driven back. The Cyclones take a timeout, and they will have no more. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Making the adjustment on the play. Back to pass on second down. Rush right in his face. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. This defense has stood tall 3 straight times. If they stop them again, this could be a huge momentum shift.
Yeah, and listen, you don't care about the yards. You get down here in the red zone.
And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes this a 13-point game here in the 4th. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly.
Man, what a bad time to get a penalty. Like, this defense was in position to maybe get the ball back, make something happen. Palmer, undisciplined, make the mistake, get the penalty, and gift wrap this to the offense.
No question. You hear this coaches always talk about eliminating the mental errors and playing within the rules. And at a time when you absolutely have got to be dialed in and locked in, they're not able to do it. You don't see this.
He's got it way down the field. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer.
Entering settings screen, you have 30 options. Menu narration option is set to auto selection. Subtitle accessibility option to toggle menu narration. Audio is only available when connected to servers.
Welcome to Peden Stadium in Athens, Ohio. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Marshall Thundering Herd and the Ohio Bobcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Checking in pregame with the Marshall head coach. This wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Reese?
Okay, Holly. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Marshall's offense will have first crack at this one. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the 1st down, and really starting to play physical.
They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense. This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. On the run, it's Boston. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster.
Sends it downfield. Oh, right through his hand. Came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football. To make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Got his man downfield. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Going to the run, it's Boston. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Makes the grab in their space. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Thundering Herd picked up a fresh set of downs by keeping it on the ground. A first down run in the red zone. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Now on 2nd and goal. Motion from the wide receiver. Tries again to get it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Marshall!
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Bobcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. Richard Young, transfer out of Alabama. The ground game on him to pick up those tough yards and take care of the ball.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously, it's a long season, a long way to go. He's got a lot of ability. He's got speed, he can break tackles, he can catch the football. No question this year, this guy is going to be the whole key to the offense.
He is, and I tell you what, to watch in this matchup where they're kind of outmatched at most positions, how can he still make an impact on this game? Making guys miss, like doing it by himself, or can his offensive line pave the way a little bit and maybe be neutral to get him some of those matchups? But he is the one guy on this offense that can make life very, very difficult for you, and the other defense knows that. Really curious to watch how this unfolds.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top as we get a look at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And I think that's really the key to this football team. You saw it last week, man. Everything kind of falls into place when he gets the football and the ground game gets going. And I think when you play a rivalry game with emotion, with passion, like settle everybody in.
It's a fumble. And he was able to get back on top of his own fumble. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Bobcats looking to convert on 4th down. Looking for the marker. And he's not going to be able to wedge his way there. The defense with the stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. He'll set up to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Alexander. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They'll need a bunch on second down. Hits inside. It's Boston. There he goes. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to the running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Run in the red zone. It's Boston. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Defense coming up with a huge stop, perhaps to force a field goal that would make it a 2-possession game. And here comes the field goal unit. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game. And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
He's got it. Plows through the defense. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their 1st timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Second down, gonna throw it. Left side is Perry. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. And the Bobcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that 3rd down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing him. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Throws for the tight end. And they're not on the same page there. I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. Looking to throw for it. He unleashes a long one. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Throws to the wideout. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. From the red zone, looking for a man. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Second down to the air. Oh, pressure's coming. He wants it all. Touchdown, Bobcats. Quick strike through the air for the score.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they're finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. He'll bring it out. It's Meadows. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Snap on first down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets the first down. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We get right to it with Indiana taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Hoosiers with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
Second half just about ready to go, and Marshall will kick it off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Checking in with the Bobcats head coach at the half. The message of his speech was, I've got to get the running back more involved. They trust him. He's been terrific, but they haven't gotten him enough carries. He said, I've got one guy in the booth upstairs who is tracking how many times our running back touches the ball. That is the most essential part of getting back in this game. Get the rock to the guy who can make the biggest difference.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Quickly out to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive change.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Look out! He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up. They'll run it. It's Young. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On the option. He'll toss it. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And the kick is good, and guys, we have ourselves a tie ball game.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. So on their first drive of this 3rd quarter, they find themselves in a tie game after that last field goal. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
All even here in the 3rd quarter as they get set to snap it on 2nd and 10. Right back to the well. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both, and that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations, and now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to it. They put the brakes on it.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on 3rd down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Out wide left, it's Culliver. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Turns it on in midfield. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Rides to the back. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Boston. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Boston. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
From the gun, it's Boston. Finding some room. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival. You're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the
Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got it out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. They'll move the wide receiver. Straight ahead, it's Woods. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Right at the line. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Russell will throw for it on 4th. Complete out of the backfield. He goes down immediately, but boy, he knew where he was on the field, just enough to pick up the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.